We have lost contact with North America's 4th Air Force and their 8th Infantry Regiment. Are there...
How long must we wait in the shadows?
Emergency contact from the...
It took a while, but finally we received the attack order. We must reduce damage as much as possible.
I'm forwarding you the information. Please confirm before beginning munition. Do you hear me, Ryan? We're still surveying the enemies, so please head straight to the scene.
There doesn't appear to be many enemies coming to the suburbs, but you can't be negligent. Remember, shoot them before they shoot you. Max speaking. I think that you're aware of it, but it's the first time to witness contamination of this level with these kinds of massive weapons. Honestly, you don't know what will happen, so be careful.
I'm sending you the information on your own. No contaminations from surface settings have been confirmed in the area. This would be aerial contact, so please act as such. The 18th Mechanized Infantry are engaged in blocking the advancement of the enemy ships into metropolitan areas. It is unclear how long they can maintain the compromise, so please hurry to the area. The current speed of enemy destruction is less than expected. Exercise caution because there may be issues with the planes. We will be entering the metropolitan area very soon. The enemy in that area are being mocked up by the 2nd and 4th Laser Division. Please quickly pass through the area before they can.
Hold on. This is too much for the defense corps to handle on their own. Descend and pursue the destruction of the target.
Captain, is that really necessary? The citizens have all been evacuated, and most of the enemy weapons have been destroyed.
That may be so, but I'm sure the retreating people can do what they're talking about. I won't hope to help out.
I'm getting a response by radar. Numerous enemies have crossed the defense lines and invaded metropolitan cities.
You heard it. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to respond appropriately on site.
The number of enemies destroyed has been confirmed. It seems that some enemies in the crowd have survived, and requesting help from the 2nd and 4th Infantry. Enemy aircraft is flying between skyscrapers. Please be careful.
Be careful. Do you have any better advice for me?
I believe it's the captain's role to give advice. Have any advice for me?
Make sure you don't hit a building.
Allied battleships are approaching. There are vessels leaving from the ship.
gotta say that the mission was well accomplished.
Excellent job. I will check the measuring instruments, so please stand by at cruising speed.
Let's go off topic. You know, I think South American coffee is the best. How about you?
I have no interest in black fluids. Please don't mess your valuable communication network with your nonsense. Emergency contact. On SOS call from Middle East. Please move to latitude 18 degrees north and longitude 42 degrees east.
Hey, I was being serious.
There is no SOS call coming from the town around the risk levels. It appears to be secluded.
This area had a lot of history to it.
Shame. Have you been here before?
Stay alert. There seems to be quite a number.
There are contamination weapons all over the place. From all over. Your destruction rate is pretty low. Captain, you weren't very efficient out there. I'm sure there's no problem with the plane.
I'm going to flee into the valley to escape the enemy as we planned. Watch out for the protruding rocks.
Enemy response on road.
Maybe the crystals have intelligence beyond our presumption.
That may be so.
We're supposed to be in charge of the boat, right? Can't you please tell me where it's coming from?
Massive enemy weapons deactivated. No response to the astronomical radius. Many small to mid-sized responses and attacks from the head. Quickly intercept after checking the armor reaction chemicals.
Be more concise, you know?
Successful entry into the ruins. The writing seems to have been shelled, so brace yourself. I analyzed the video images from Raiden. Are they ancient ruins? It's romantic.
That's not an analysis. It's your impression, isn't it?
Sorry. I'm getting many crystal responses. There doesn't appear to be any particular contamination.
You're telling me that these crystals are non-contaminated? A place like that could exist. Man, this video is displeasing. This is what caused the contamination of the crystals.
It's a modest impression, but it's true. I'm getting a reaction from close by. Prepare for contact.
It's a narrow cave, so watch out.
The enemy is transforming and the energy level is increasing. Please be extra. Enemy deactivated. Nice work. You can evacuate from where you are now. Please make a vertical.
A cave of sleeping crystals, huh? You'll need to report this to the research team. Hold on, I'm going to switch lines. Well, it appears that we have to go to Wing's report. Exlsora's, I want you to contact them.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Raiden? As Captain just said, we're going to head towards Winsport. Please patrol the periphery and provide protection.
Albert, being a messenger of the Weapons Development Division, I didn't think we'd have to be transporting three crystals.
The Weapon Development Division sure does have a lot of influence. Well, this ship is a result of the Weapon Development Division, so I guess we should be thankful.
As a military man, I work with what I'm supplied with. It sure does help to receive weapons that can save their lives.
Glad to know that you appreciate me. I'm Lieutenant Campbell of the Weapon Development Division.
Huh? I haven't connected you.
Oh, there are many ways to force a connection. I won't explain the details as you probably won't understand. Anyways, that ship will undergo a heavy attack very soon, so we'll be wiped out with the Raiden. Please be sure that the ship is unharmed.
Huh? What do you mean?
Good luck.
Captain, I'm detecting tons of weapons on my way.
Guess we have to get rid of the enemies in the front. Right, I'm counting on you. Take care of the enemies above the ocean as well.
Your vital meter is decreasing. Please my focus to be.
How come Lieutenant Campbell knew about the enemy attack? Moreover, he said that the ship was being attacked and not the port.
I'm sure you won't like me contacting you so often, but an unexpected situation has arisen. Please provide me for the shell defense base.
With all due respect, you don't have the right to lead the ship attack, sir.
That's true, but surely you don't want to let the army fort be destroyed in the attack, do you?
Right. I I need you to move northwest. Current point, hurry to the Michelle defense base.
Seems like you missed quite a lot of enemies. I know you're tired from all the fighting, but please hurry ahead to Michelle Place.
What is the Weapons Development Division now? Did they find out anything in the cave inspection?
He said it was an unexpected situation, so maybe they're not certain of everything that's going on.
He said that half the crystals retrieved in the cave inspection were to be transported to the ship, so to be moved to another location.
Oh, I get it, Captain. Something must be in the retrieved crystals.
I imagine something like that. Is that all there is to it?
Also the fact that Lieutenant Campbell is a rotten match.
We actually agree on something. About the enemy. The ship will head towards the LHC facility after retrieving crystals thought to be located in the vault.
Don't you have to contact the Weapons Development Division?
He's not. ship will be heading towards the LHC facility now. The mission hasn't been approved by the council, so we'll stay low-key on our way there. Every member, focus on accomplishing the mission.
We will take an inconspicuous path along the coast and through the side of the ship. Dragon, I need you to go ahead and mop up the contamination of weapons that we have. You'll be approaching a big waterfall pouring down from the cliff soon. Make sure to blend into the waterfall when you stand above the cliff.
Hopefully we can reach the LHC without any attack.
Bad news. I'm receiving a transmission from the weapons development division.
This is Lieutenant Campbell of the Weapons Development Division. We've received word that your ship is storing and transporting an enormous amount of crystals. Is that true?
That's an odd rumor. Did you hear that at a woman's tea party or something?
Is that true?
We certainly do have crystals, but they are dangerous. So we will destroy them after bringing them to an LHC facility and inspecting them. So in that sense, you can interpret that we do not have the crystals.
The Weapons Development Division will judge whether they will be inspected or need to be destroyed. Please return them immediately.
My advice is that if you want to order them, it would be better to contact me after laying down the whole ground.
The transmission has been cut off. You can assume it's the waste of energy.
Then I guess you should tell him that I've got a stomachache and am sleeping.
The enemy destruction speed is slow. Please be cautious in combat. We are arriving at the LHC facility very soon. There's a contaminated weapon spawning radar, and the LHC facility is considered.
What? What happened to the people inside the facility?
I have an SOS call from the LHC. It appears that the people have evacuated inside the central facility.
Don't waste a moment. Bellwether will respond to the enemy fleet in the sky. Ryder, go knock out the enemy in the LHC facility and go toward the central facility.
I'm getting multiple responses on my radar. Too many of them can be
Open fire and focus the shelling on the port side. Tell them to make Campbell increase the number of barrels next time I see him.
And I'll tell them to make my share more fun. LHC Central Facility is being surrounded. Ryder has reached the LHC Central Facility. He's made it on time.
Remain fixed on the central facility as much as possible. Do not let them inside. prevented them from invading. Sorry, but a new force is in the sky and we'll need your help.
You've let too many enemies escape. I know it's a tough mission. Please hang in there. Now help us up in the sky. Enemy formation approaching. How long are we gonna keep it?
It's totally endurance. But we can't lose.
A high-energy response is approaching quickly towards the periphery of the LHC facility.
Are you saying you pulled us away from the central facility? Damn it! Leave this enemy group to us. You hurry to the central facility, Raiden.
Raiden and a massive contaminated weapon are going to come in contact, close to the LHC central facility. The side parts have separated and fallen. The enemy has invaded into the LHC facility.
Right. Pursue it and destroy it by any necessary means.
Somehow we were able to protect everyone. Mission accomplished. Great job. Problem has arisen in the second storage room. Captain!
What? That's where the crystals were stored.
A surveillance plane from a force sortie.
Which direction is the thief heading, Ashiri?
We are heading towards the northeastern sea, but I don't think the fuel for the surveillance plane will last if we go out to sea.
Someone is approaching you in the sky, I guess.
Captain, a transmission is coming from the person you would least like to talk to. Do you know who it is?
The talkative scientist, right? Put him through.
It appears that you have your valuable crystal sample stolen from you. Your qualifications as a captain are doubtful in this company's management continues.
You have sharp ears as usual. We are really happy that you have interest in our mission. But we would be grateful if you could focus your time on the development of new weapons.
Thank you. Research immediately the valuable materials are taken. Or was it intentionally stolen to interrupt the research?
Oh, crystal weapon research banned, isn't it? I suppose you aren't aware of the Montevideo agreement.
Yes, of course I am. But it's also a fact that crystals have an enormous energy potential.
I'll report it to the council as a major violation of the regulations, alright?
I'm not doing that! There's no way I could do that! I wouldn't do that kind of research in the weapons development. You can look it up if you doubt me.
It's suspicious.
That's true. And I'll report this to Madam Lin to the council.
external interruption on the transmission line, sir.
How can you attack someone's ship without a crew? BCD doesn't have any men. You realize VH ship, don't you?
Golden crystal.
Well, of course it's not going to be a treasure. You want to know something else? I hate the military to boot. I'm making profits and it's killing two girls.
Still. Hold on. Are you sure people can fund BCD even though they're fighting? I was wondering because I thought you were shipwrecks.
Are you telling me that the Army is asking me?
Guess what?
The guys that offered me this job were also going on without pay.
Someone asked you to steal them.
I guess we'll just resist it.
Riding will be in danger too if we go with pirates.
This'll be a real battle. You can see. Don't take pirates like that.
What a mistake. His firepower is not much different from that of a small army.
Can you hear it, Raiden? Exercise caution. The weapons confirmed are The energy response is gradually getting stronger. The stolen crystals have contaminated the entire package. Enemy formations change. The energy level is increasing. The enemy had sunk the power of the coach.
Well, I'll have to thank you for stopping the runaway. But can you be a little more gentle?
Well, how about inviting the pirates to Bellwether?
Now, give me some coffee if you're gonna invite me. I only drink South American coffee, alright?
In June, the child commenced attacking the enemy facility based on information we got from VH.
A facility that was supposed to be closed by the weapons development division.
Does the weapons development facility that supports you shut down?
There's no time for it. Seems they're ready to die.
Your destruction speed is poor. There's nothing wrong with the measuring instruments, so just go full force without worrying about anything. An incoming transmission from inside the enemy facility.
What is it? There are no contaminated weapons around this area.
Why are you here, sweetheart?
What are you doing in a facility that should have been torn down? This is different from the official record, isn't it?
It was necessary to avoid the eyes of the humans of the Council. They're a bunch of imbeciles who don't understand the importance of crystal energies.
I see. So you are working on that, right?
That agreement is ridiculous. The weapons division has actually already been successful. What do you think provides the energy for fighting Thunder and Delva?
That's an intriguing one.
We need to bring them our knowledge to the Council for the future of mankind. SHIP is an organization formed by scientists for the sake. You guys on the front lines know well what it would be like if Raiden weren't here during the battle with the crystals, right?
It would have been tough for sure. Pirates were hired by the captain also been contaminated. Crystal on something we humans need to like. They're too dangerous.
I thought that the armies would be more useful, but you're being rash as I imagined.
there's something you want to say to me, Captain.
Stupid colonists who don't understand the righteousness of shift!
Are you letting enemies flee? I miss ways to defeat on the battlefield.
There are many things to do. Store and transport machinery and weapons. You escape from them.
Ryder, can you hear me? I'll send you the escape routes from within the facility. It's just that the analysis is outdated, so please ascertain the on-site routes in accordance with the situation. Not everything that Lieutenant Campbell had said can be wrong, so it's...
Let's prioritize the performance of duties now, rather than being frustrated.
underground cargo transport route in the city.
You should be able to leave if you advance that way. Continue calmly.
Escaping from the cargo route. We have the opportunity, so we might as well use the capabilities of the latest weapons we developed.
Be careful, Ryder. Lieutenant Campbell does have first-tier ability as a scientist.
It appears that he has a gigantic possesses her.
Earthquake? This is... The number has increased.
It appears that the number has increased, but you need to calm down.
All the weapons have been destroyed. It was definitely...
This is an internal squabble, and I'd like to make it the last one at that.
What will happen to Captain Campbell?
That's something that the Council will change. Let's just focus on the battle that awaits us.
ExlSora's. We will head toward the Strange Space Center after passing through the tunnels.
Go ahead, Ryder. Watch out for contaminated weapons.
You seem to have safely entered the forest.
I know that it's a secret mission. Can you tell me the target already? It is not used to carrying out a mission without knowing what the target is.
Alright. I told you that we were able to retrieve a lot of information from the ship facility that you guys destroyed, right? Well, it seems that any information stored in an individual crystal gets collectively shared by all the other crystals. Is that really possible? I've heard that even among terrestrial life forms, an individual learns a mirror to home. The same method of hunting was suddenly acquired by other individuals all around the world. This may be like the collective unconscious that
understand certain things. So can you explain it more in layman's terms?
Simply said, the information contained in crystals is being leaked to all the contaminated weapons.
I see. So they're making it as unclear as possible to where they're